Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In this video, we will be discussing about statement, indentation, and comments. Now, let's go further and understand what exactly this statement. Statement are considered as single instruction that you are passing. Let's say you are passing an instruction to print some value. Let's say you are printing hello. So this is considered as single statement, and also you are assigning some value to number. Let's say I have this num and you are assigning this value to num, and this is one kind of a statement, and you are wanted to know what you are wanted to print the number that you are having. This is also defined as statement. To summarize, a statement is an instruction that is of executed by the Python compiler or interpreter. So this is a statement, this is a statement, or any instruction, any single instruction considered to be statement. And let us go further and understand what exactly indentation is. If you have come across any other programming language, the block of code is represented within this parenthesis. So this is the starting block of the code. This is the end of the block of code. In middle, we will be say writing some kind of a code, some kind of instructions in this. So that is how the block of code is defined in any other programming language. But in Python, we don't use this curly braces to define a block of code. We use special thing which is of indentation. Let's say I have this condition. For the time being, let's understand this is a condition true. I have this if this is a special, this is a conditional statement. If is used to check some kind of conditions, I am getting as true, and whenever I am getting true, I wanted to execute some code in here. Hello, hello, and welcome, and to my channel. And whenever I am getting true, this block of code will be executed, and after that I am getting thanks. I wanted to print thanks after reaching end of this block. So I am getting hello, welcome to my channel, thanks. So this instruction is true. I will be executing this block of code. Whenever this instruction is false, I won't execute this block of code. Let's say I am giving this instruction as false. FALSC false. At the time, I will be getting only this statement which is saying thanks. This is how block of code will be represented with indentation. This indentation will be of tab. Let's say I am pressing tab. Whenever I am pressing tab, I will be getting four places in this Jupyter notebook. It depends upon the different IDEs. Some IDEs use one space, two space, three spaces, four spaces like that. So by pressing tab, I am able to get some space here. Like this, I am able to getting all these spaces here, which is defining some kind of a block of code. This block of code used in different situations like conditional statement, looping statement, functions, and classes. In all these different statements, we will be using this block of code, and this block of code will be represented with indentation. And let us go further and understand how exactly this comment works. Let me copy this and use this further. And I have this code and I don't want to sometimes I don't want to print. Let's say let us go with a different example. Let's say I am having a is equal to let's say I am having number 1 is equal to 10, and I am having number 2 is equal to 20, and I am doing some kind of addition operation which is of number 1 plus number 2. So this is works. This is fine. This is completely fine. I am printing print addition. This is works. I am printing. I am having number 1. I am having number 2. I am doing addition operations. I am printing that addition. So this is fine. So what are the thing is that whenever I am doing this kind of a operations, this is small, but whenever we are developing projects, at that time we will be using lots of code. At that time, to make understand what are all the statement that we are writing, at that time we will be using something called as comments to know what exactly this instruction. Let's say here I wanted to mention a line which is saying this is of addition process. So I am mentioning this is addition of process to know in future that whenever I am seeing this code to remember this is the additional operations. When I wanted to execute, I am getting this kind of an error which is saying syntax error. To mention this is a comment, I will in Python we will be using this hash symbol to mention this is a comment. Now if I execute, I won't get any error which is says Python don't execute this line of code which is starting of this parenthesis. Though this is how we will be mentioning single line comments. And what if we wanted to mention this whole process and how exactly that works? Let's say, and that works with multi-line comments in Python. Multi-line comments with works with single quotes. Three single quotes are three double quotes. Let's say I will be having three double quotes. Instead of three, these three single quotes are double quotes. Whatever the things that you will be mentioned will be ignored by the Python compiler or interpreter. Let's say I am mentioning the process that whatever I am doing in here. Let's say I am starting with I have one number one. I am having number one and having number two doing addition and printing addition. So that is what I have mentioned in these comments, and I will be mentioning whatever the process that I have done here. So if I wanted to paste in here, I will be getting only 13, and these all things that I have mentioned in this the multi-line comments will be ignored or doesn't matter to the Python compiler or interpreter. So that is how this multi-line comments works. In this video we have discussed about statements, indentation and comments, and in comments we have seen single line comments and we have seen multi-line comments. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.